Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've come back, and thanks so much after the silence of the past couple months. I'm April. I do planner videos and try to do some book stuff and talk about my newbie indie author journey. This morning I'm going to do a flip of my setup for my Commit30. This is a brand new planner for me. Yeah, this is the deluxe size, and I'm coming from a Hobonichi week size, actually a Sterling Ink week size planner. So yeah, this is huge. But I set it up. Let me make sure it's in frame. Okay. All right, so I'm not really going to go through a lot of where these things are from, other than this is like the things I know, I'll tell you. But I had a good friend who gifted me a ton of planner stuff, so some of the things I know where they're from and some of them I don't. Like these butterfly stickers, that was in that box that she sent me, and this ribbon down here, washi, I don't really know where it's from. Pretty sure I bought this and this off of Amazon. This was a gift. This is from Planner Monkey Co., and this is from, I believe it was Create with Pen. Okay, and then I put, oh, and this is scrapbook paper. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. Same with this. This vellum is from Sterling Ink. That was a gift. I put 2 of these here. I did not know they weren't adhesive. I bought a set of these corner pockets, so I just used double-sided adhesive and stuck them down. Then I just have random stickers, Planner Monkey Co., Create with Pen. These tip pins are Create with Pen. These square ones are Planner Perfect. This magnetic pen is from Planner Monkey Co. I'll probably move that because it's kind of in the way. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'm not really happy with this page, but I didn't really know what else to do with it, so I just kind of stuck some of my favorite stickers down, and yeah, went with that. This is the yearly overview, and it shows the holidays for 2025 and 2026, which I think is very useful. I had seen where, also if you hear background noise, it's probably the rain. We're having like a huge thunderstorm front come through, so yeah, a lot of rain and wind, like gusts up to 43 miles an hour. So it's like really stormy out there. I had seen where people talked about like doing a last time I like clean a car or whatever, and then using dot markers to mark it. I like that idea. I might try to do that, but I don't know yet. Right now it's just blank. I haven't gotten a chance to set this up yet. I did put my word of the year up here and horrible handwriting, but anyway, I put a few stickers down, and then I haven't done anything with this page, but I did put post-its that I use a lot over here, and then I back planned. So I back planned January and February. I really want to do like a scrapbook type vision board type thing for the months on these pages, but because these months had already passed, I went ahead and just put some pictures down. Of course, I didn't do anything here. I'll probably put a whole spread for like a month or something. But if you caught my last video, January and February was like really hard for my mental health. Like I have major depressive disorder, and yeah, it went way down. So I don't take a lot of pictures during those times, and I don't journal. So I had to go back and like draw off of like text messages that I sent, mainly to either my sister or my husband, and like just kind of like that. So I don't know how much I will be able to like put in here as a memory thing, because I don't have a lot of pictures of these 2 months. But anyways, I went and back planned, so anything that I could remember or that I had written down like early in the year, I tried to keep up with my planner. My husband's grandmother passed away on the very first day of the year, and other than that, I mean, we got some chickens, some meat chickens. I'm trying to track the weather in this top thing, so I did go back and get the past weather for the whole year and wrote it down. I'm taking inspiration from Taylor at Mom of More Plans and putting like health stuff at the top. But since this was back planned, it's not like super specific. I should probably go back and like put my period up there. That way I can have a whole year's worth of tracking. The big things like submitting a short story. My sister, they got married, but they're having their wedding in April. So, but I wrote all that down. There's a couple things I still need to go back and try to remember. Like I know we used to work on a commercial dairy farm, and my husband did artificial breeding. That was his specialty. So we do like custom breeding for people. So I know there's a few times through these 2 months that we went and bred that I really need to write down. We also just got the tank, our semen tank. You had to fill it up with liquid nitrogen every few months. So we got that filled up. This line across here, I've been tracking my word count. I was keeping track of it in my Sterling ink. I did pretty good through January. Like for the first of the year, I took what I had written and I just averaged it out by how many days. So even though like every day is the same, I did that later. Actually 3 times this year, you'll see I did like 2K for across here. And that's because I didn't keep track of how much I actually wrote those days. But I went back and like took the whole total amount of words that I had written and divided it by however many days. And I know that's not accurate because like some days I didn't write at all. Other days I wrote 5,000 words. Like here I wrote almost 7,000, 8,000, which was super good. Even this is really good. Okay, here's where it actually starts, where I probably wrote 50-something thousand words over this month. Over these 4 weeks. Yeah. Like it ended up being like 31 days reworking this new story. And so I took all of that and I divided it by however many days it was. So it came up to 1580. And that's the best I can do as far as like tracking my word count. I really want to know how many words I actually write this year. So that's the best I'm going to do for that. I'm tracking my husband's work at the top right here. So days he has off, his hours, all that stuff goes there. I know this is like a work in progress. Like I will figure this out as I go. I'm not really using the hourly. You can see they have like an hourly thing, but I'm kind of like morning, afternoon, evening kind of thing. So like if my son has a doctor's appointment, I'll put it kind of towards the evening. That way I know I have this chunk to do stuff before that happens. I'll show y'all. Okay, so I was back planning. I kind of wrote notes about stuff that was major that kind of happened around this time. Like I was low this week. My kids got sick, so you can see I didn't put, I'll put up here, Hannah, fever, and vomiting. She got really sick this week, and it's like mom mode takes over the depression. And so this week, mentally for me, even though I was really still real low, especially towards the weekend when my kid got better, mentally it was better. So I made a note that, mom mode takes over. I feel better because I have that purpose and that focus, even though I hate that my kids are sick, I hope y'all understand. Anyways, we got our kids into the YMCA gymnastics ninja class for the boys, gymnastics for our daughter. Yeah, we were not impressed. They enjoyed it, but I want to do something else. There weren't that many kids. I mean, the point is to get them into something so they can socialize because they're homeschooled. Okay, I tried to track, because we haven't been going to church regular, I tried to track when we did go to church and what church we went to. We bought our kids scooters, ordered MacBook Air. Okay, and then February actually was like when it really dipped off really bad, my mental health. But because it was just this past month, I actually was able to keep track, like write down kind of big stuff. Like I ordered glasses, so I got that. That was a big thing. My book released, which it wasn't a big deal. I think being historical romance, it's just not taking off. The people who read it really like it, but I think, I don't know. My next book is a contemporary, and I'm hoping that it will do better. Oh, let's see. We canceled the YMCA membership. I actually went in and talked to a lady at a coffee shop about carrying my book at a coffee shop / bookshop. She does like local author stuff. My eldest had sealants on his teeth, and then my middle child, my youngest son, ended up getting hives. I need to put prednisone. First time he ever took steroids. And let's see, JT. Okay, I think I only gave him 3 doses. Last dose. Okay, I just want to make a note of that. Okay, you can see where I'm tracking the weather. Let me make sure this is in frame. Word count at the top. My husband ended up working that Sunday, but then he was off that Monday. I don't remember what that was for. It was a holiday of some sort. I don't remember. I was numb, but I was like pouring myself into writing, which is why I got so much writing done, because I kind of focused on, I think I made a note of it somewhere around here. Yeah, rethinking my book to include more, because it's a lot of like trying to show what I like come from, like cult-like upbringing, and I want to bring attention to that, and like people who, especially women who had it way worse than I did. But that's really deep, hard stuff. So I wanted to kind of throw like a paranormal horror type spin on it, because I love those kinds of books. And so I started rewriting it here to include that more and work it into the plot. So yeah. So that's why I was writing so much. And my daughter stopped sleeping in our bed finally, but she ended up just sleeping in my son's bed. And I was reading, I read 12 books in January, which I want to go back and write them down. I wrote them down in my other planner, but I put a section at the bottom of the month to put them in. And then I read 2 books in February. So I'm going to write them down. And let's see, I signed up for hers, which is an online like doctor thing. And I was able to get Lexapro. So I put the little thing, asked for help. We ended up going to Spartanburg, which is a town a little ways from us. And yeah, spent the day shopping, checked out a new store. My dad ended up in the ER. I don't talk to my parents much, but I ended up talking to them more over this period, this week. This week is when I started taking the medicine Monday. And Lexapro, for me, has been amazing. Like, usually it takes, 6 to 8 weeks for, like, antidepressants and stuff to work. But I noticed a change right off the bat with this one. And I don't know if it's a placebo effect. I don't think it is, because it's actually helping. Okay, this week we also talked to my in-laws, which they have offered over and over again to swap houses with us, because they have a bigger double wide and we have the little 480 square foot tiny house. We finally this week decided, yeah, let's do that. My husband and I had a date. We went to another town close to us, and we went to Freddy's for the first time, which I really like that place. I want to take the kids back. Didn't sleep this day. My book released. I watched my nephew. I started watching him again. And then my mother-in-law had a heart attack this past Sunday. Saturday, my husband butchered chickens. Our goats started kidding in. Let's see, they started the Sunday before that. And then this Saturday, our second one kidded. My nephew's birthday. We started packing, and then it comes into March. Okay, so I actually set up the Commit30 challenge for March, and I kind of did a 3 thing. I would like to read my Bible every day, journal every day, and write in my planner. Write in my planner is the big thing because I really need to get back into this. So that's the thing I'm tracking here. Then I put this up here from LA Florals, this little tracker, and I'm just going to mark down the days that I actually, like, today's the 5th, right? Yeah. Right? What day is it? Yeah, the 5th. So I actually journaled and wrote in my Bible. I read my Bible and journaled. I also am tracking writing, AM and PM skincare. So I know I did AM skincare yesterday and today. I do pretty good with the AM stuff, but I really need to do the PM. So read my Bible, write my planner, and real brain dump journaling, like actual bare your soul type journaling. And then I have little action steps to do that, have morning quiet, coffee time, leave my planner open through the day, write down the little things, memory keep little moments, like little things the kids say. Write down the little things. It's more like, skincare, just little stuff that I usually wouldn't write down, that just get in the habit of it again. Journal like a running letter to myself. At night, read some verses on my phone. So just open my Bible app. If I have or haven't read, just make it a habit to read a couple verses before bed. So that's what I'm doing. My reward to myself is my new cover that I think I mentioned it, that I ordered a cover from Janika's Journals. Already purchased. It should be shipping the end of the month. So I thought that would be a good, reward. But I mean, I'm going to get it whether I do this or not. But anyway. Okay, so I'm writing down big things that happen, like the goat kidded. Her name's Melissa. So, and my husband butchered chickens. My husband has a dentist appointment. So any appointments, bills are getting written down. I probably should go through and highlight the bills. I don't know. I really don't want to right now. My husband and I's 11th wedding anniversary is the 15th. We're camping the 14th, coming home the 17th. Our kids and all of us. And my husband's on call. So the green line is when he's on call. He's on call again. He goes on call twice, with 2 different crews. So I need to get those dates, but this is the main crew that he's on call with. And then my mother-in-law having a heart attack. I wrote that down. And then I'm just going to highlight them. She got stents and came home Monday evening late. Okay, and this is this week. So again, a work in progress. I'm just figuring it out as I go. I have this here mainly because it's not sticky and the rest of them are sticky, and I just needed something to do with this. So I just stuck it here. I need to finish that book, the final draft of it, before I do final edits. So I have life to-dos and work to-dos. Work to-dos is going to be writing, author stuff, marketing, all that stuff. All right, I need to go through clothes to donate. The life stuff is going to be house stuff. You'll see. Go through drawers in the living room. This is mainly stuff for us moving. Prep stuff for that. Make dinner every day this week. Again, that is not going to happen because we're going to get Marco's tonight. We love Marco's Pizza, and it is in a town that this dentist is in. So it's not in our hometown. So when we go to the dentist, almost every time we get Marco's, because it's right next door. Okay. Library run. Books are due today. That sneaks up on me. My local library, I hate to talk bad about libraries, but I just don't have a lot. I just don't have a lot of good things to say about my local library. I don't know if they don't have enough funding from the county or if the people running the library don't use the funding. I don't know how all that works. But they are like stuck in the past. It's like literally walking into a 90s library, going in there. And yeah, anyway, so the books are due. I like taking my kids because they like get to see what an old library is like, and they have like every wimpy kid book ever written, and my son is like super into that right now. All right, so you can see I hadn't figured out how I wanted to write like my husband's work and stuff when I started this. I just sat down and started writing. So after back planning, I decided I wanted to put his hours at the top because his hours affect my day. You know, when I get dinner done, when he leaves in the morning, usually the kids are up. So if he has to go in early, they'll be up earlier, which affects my whole day. So I like putting that at the top. And then I just fit things in. So far, that's what I'm doing. Like, I have an unboxing video I was supposed to upload yesterday, didn't get done, and I also didn't write. So I need to upload that today, and then I'm filming a video. But I don't think I'm going to put to-do list on here, and I'll show y'all what I'm doing. But other than here, this is, I need to finish the grave scene. I'm having a lot of fun with this book, but it's like, I got sick. I'll show y'all. What week was I sick? Oh man, right here, Saturday. Okay, so I laid around Sunday, and I wrote my butt off, y'all. I wrote like crazy. I need to make a note of that. Whoops. I wrote and wrote and wrote. I wrote over 7,000 words that day. And then I haven't really written since then. I know I put, I put through here because I think I tried to write some more. I know I did taxes. Oh no, I did budgeting this day. So I might not have written, but anyway, I took it and averaged it out, but I know this day I wrote over 7,000 words. And, like, that's all I did. I didn't feel good. I was like zoning out, a mixture of the cold and the depression stuff. So I was like dissociating, and on top of that, I was like dizzy from the cold. So I just wrote all day long. I really need to write about that. I'll do that later. Anyway. Okay, so that's where this comes in. I need to finish the grave scene, decide if this guy from the original writing is even in the picture, because I had the story where she ends up graped, but I'm not sure if I want to do that anymore, or if I just want her to be able to go into a relationship with her actual love interest. I'm not sure. I had a purpose for that scene because she was never taught, how to deal with men or how to have a relationship or anything. So she was an easy victim, and also the mental part of like wanting to please somebody, wanting to be liked and all that stuff. So she was an easy victim. And then the actual love interest kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know how to, if I am going to go that route, I don't know how to reintroduce that guy that actually is the guy that hurts her, because I don't like the way it was done the first time. Like, the first time she like snuck out and met this guy, and I don't want that, because the whole point, how things happen for me personally, I did everything right, by the book. Tried to make sure my parents knew that I loved them. Tried to make sure that, I was right with God and all this stuff. And it still wasn't enough. And that I want that to come through in this book. Like, I don't want there to be a point where it's like, well, her parents were justified because she's sneaking out and doing this and doing that. Because I know, anyways, it's a whole thing. But that's what I'm working on. I need a scene where like she gets modern clothes. Like, I was stuck wearing like really weird stuff, and I'd love a scene where she like discovers herself in, I want to say real clothes. I mean, they were real clothes, but like something that doesn't look like it was come off a house on the prairie. No stinking out. The point is she does everything right. And then I go into work on marketing. I'm in the Publish and Thrive by Heart Breathings. If you're in the writing community, you've probably heard of her. Sarah Cannon. And I'm in her Publish and Thrive thing. So I need to listen to the next couple modules and work on a social media schedule. So there's that. My in-laws are home all week. I put a weekend sticker. We need to go to church somewhere. So meals are at this bottom line. I was thinking, I'm not sure what I'm going to use this middle line for. I really don't know. But I just took like planner day. All day yesterday I did back planning. Like I let myself have the day. Didn't write. That's all I did. The midday exhaustion is not so bad. On this new Lexapro, it's like I take it at night and then during the morning I'm fine. But come about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I had not been able to keep my eyes open for the past 3 or 4 days. But that got better, some better Monday and way better yesterday. Hopefully, I won't even feel it today. Hopefully. Okay, now onto this. Oh, wait a minute. In the back, they give you 40 notes pages. And I think I'm going to take and set up my bank books in like the first 12. Like have a page a month for bank books. And then other than that, I just have a pen test page on the very last one. And then I put more notes back here, more post-it notes. I have another of these little things, more post-it notes. I put a bunch of Create with Pen tip-ins in here. And then you have this envelope thing, and I just have some butterfly stickers in there. And some tip-ins that I'll probably use pretty soon. Okay, this. I had said I wasn't going to start this, but then when I got it, I was like, yes, I'm starting this. Like, I want it to be together, you know? So, I went ahead last night, and I finally got a chance to put some paper down. This, I don't know who it's from, Rebel Paper Co. or something like that. It was part of that gift that my friend sent me, all that stuff, which was very nice. I just put butterflies here. That's all I did. Put my name. I'm not impressed with I don't know if it's the washi sticking to this vellum or what it is, but I had to take up the washi on one side of one of these. But this is some more from that same pack. And then my horrible calligraphy work. I'm working on it. I bought these. I think I showed these in my last video. Yeah, I did. My kid got a hold of them. But I've been trying to practice lettering. I've put March through whatever month this makes it through. I've decided to give myself freedom. There's like 200 and something pages, 225, 224, something like that. I'm not even going to divide this and see how long it lasts. Now that I say that, I'll probably end up doing that. See how many I could use in a day, to see how many months could fit in this book. I'm just going to give myself the freedom to use it. When it's done, I'll buy another one, or I'll buy a different kind of journal. And just, know that I'll probably have 2 or 3, 4 of these a year to go with this. This is, I guess, for like Bujo. I've never gotten into that. I'll probably watch some videos on that because I'm kind of curious about it. Right now, I'm not using it like that. Contents, I'm just going to put like March starts this page, June starts this page, but you get 3. So like if something huge happens, like I journaled about, I don't know, whatever, I'll put it down here. Then I put another because I don't like starting on this side of the page. You can see where the washi is coming up off of that. I don't like that. But this is vellum from that same pack. Actually, you can see it's the exact same print. This is just paper and this is vellum. So that I could start on this page because I don't like starting writing on this page. I don't know why. I'll probably maybe put, I don't know what I'll put there. But I had to take this washi up off this side. I will probably try to put something else down here. I don't know. Anyway, so I just journaled, just gut journaling this morning, and then I decided to put daily pages. So I put the date, I put the big thing that's happening today. I have to pick my husband up at 4 for a dentist appointment at 4:30. Then a to-do list. We go to the library, school. I need to write, do laundry, one load. I put this laundry day sticker and then put like every day is laundry day around here. Dinner, we're going to Marco's, so I don't have to cook. Film video, and I need to upload the unboxing video. These are things I would like to get done. At least finish the scene where she sees the girl in the woods and finds the grave. If you're gonna read this book, I'm sorry, this is probably a lot of spoilers, but anyway, this is me, real time, real writing, real planners, what I'm doing, okay? I need to figure out if the guy that hurts her is even going to be in the story, how to get her and her love interest together. Maybe she has the flat tire. I had written that scene. I think I might go with that. Anyways, so that is what I'm doing. I'm just like journaling, daily pages, journaling, doing what I want to do in this book. It's just going to be scratchbook, everything book. That's what this is. It's just going to be, I don't know, a commonplace book? I don't know what to call that. But yeah, that's what this is going to be. So it's a supplement to this, in-depth journaling, all that stuff. And then this is like the week overview, the month overview, you know, the memory planning. I want to put more pictures in. Yeah, I'm going to put a picture of my husband and I on this side right here and my kids on this side. And then I want to just fill it up and have fun with it. Okay, that's a long enough video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. And please subscribe if you're not subscribed. It really does help. I'm still struggling. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers or subscribers or whatever. Yeah. Maybe doing regular videos would help with that, huh? Anyways, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.